Okay, now we're week one in the books now. Every week we're going to start doing this every Monday. Well, this is Tuesday, but Monday I'm going to reveal to you my top four teams who I think will be, if the playoffs start this week, who I think are the four best teams in college football is at this point. So right now, with week one officially in the books, here are my four teams who I believe are the best teams in college football. And if the playoffs start today, which is kind of ridiculous because the fact that week one is just week one, but who are the best four teams in college football right now? Number four for me, I got Ohio State, which shouldn't be much of a surprise when you consider the opponent they had. When you beat your opponent 77-10, even the opponent is Bowling Green. But I'm looking forward to how they match up against Oklahoma in 2 weeks. That's gonna be the first true test for the Buckeyes. I believe that will be the game where we'll start seeing Ohio State, whether they are truly a playoff team. But right now, they're the top four team, I believe, right now on paper. Number three for me, Florida State. Marvelous debut for DeAndre Francois. Reminds me a lot of former Florida State Heisman Trophy winner from 1993, Charlie Ward. Florida State really turned up in the second half of the game after a very slow start against a very tough, gritty Ole Miss team. At one point, trailing 28-6 before flipping the game to the 45-34 win. Most people are surprised that I'm this low because number two, I have Clemson. Now, I've got a lot of backlash on this on social media saying that Clemson, I think, is number two. I'm giving them a break, though. Clemson gets a break from me, even though they struggled as Auburn. But they struggled as Auburn in an environment in week one, in a tough environment because the SEC team, while Auburn is not great, they're still pretty good. I do think Auburn, was a trap game in a sense, but Clemson showed a lot of pedigree, a lot of championship pedigree late in that game when they needed to. Late, I do believe that they deserve a pass, and I think Clemson will have an opportunity to right the wrongs from week one, even though they won the game. And of course, number one for me, I mean, it's no surprise to Alabama. I mean, there's nothing to be said here. They're clearly a class of the SEC, and right now, I know it's early. The SEC won 7-7 over the weekend, I believe, or 7-8 over the weekend in their matchups. But right now, I don't see any team in the SEC who can actually contend with Alabama at this time. So right now, they have the clear path to another national title, or at least get to the playoff right now. So that's my top four for week one. Check back in with me next week for the Fab Four for week number 2.